In business statistics, in this lesson, we will be looking into the measures of dispersion and different measures of dispersion. So to quickly understand the objectives of this lesson, a student will be able to understand the meaning of range and coefficient of range, and merits and limitations of range, and also the uses of range. And a student will be able to understand the calculation, how the range and coefficient of range is calculated, in all the types of series, that is individual observations, discrete series, and continuous series. To quickly recap or recollect what we have seen in the last lesson, we have seen about the dispersion, various objectives of dispersion, properties of dispersion, uses of measures of dispersion. And we have also seen 5 important methods of measures of dispersion. All the measures, we have absolute measure and relative measures. We have seen what is absolute and what is relative. These are the measures of dispersion we have seen, that is algebraic and graphic. In algebraic, we have absolute and relative, and in a graph, we have Lorentz curve for understanding the measures of dispersion by using graph paper. We have range, mean deviation, quartile deviation, standard deviation. First, we will understand that range is absolute measure. As I said in the recap, we have absolute and relative measures. Where range is absolute measure and coefficient of range is relative measure. So we will be seeing absolute measure and relative measures of range. This method of study is very simple. It is very easy to understand and very simple to apply also. The formula is very simple to understand, simple to calculate. Coefficient of range is also known as ratio of range or coefficient of scattered items. So in the last lesson, I have explained you what is scattered. Scattered means spread over. We will see the definition of range. The difference between value of the smallest item and the value of the largest item in the distribution is called range. That means highest value minus lowest value, to be very simple. The highest value of the item minus lowest value. So this will give the range, absolute value range. Range is symbolically expressed. Symbolically means by using symbols. Range is calculated like this. Range is equal to L minus S. Always higher value minus lower value we will calculate. L is largest value, highest value, and S is smallest value. So the given data should be arranged in ascending or descending order, and then find out the smallest item and highest item or highest value of the item. Then we can deduct highest value minus lowest value. So coming to the coefficient of range calculation, as I said, it is relative measure corresponding to range. Where the formula is L minus S divided by L plus S. As I said, L is largest value and S is smallest value. So relative measure coefficient of range is calculated by taking the ratio of L minus S by L plus S. That means dividing L minus S by L plus S. We will see what are the merits of range. Merits of range being, as I said, it is very easy to calculate, very easy to understand. It is the simplest form of measures of dispersion and takes minimum time, less time to calculate the range. Range and coefficient of range, both. And coming to demerits, it is not based on each and every item of distribution. Please remember, we are taking only highest value and lowest value. We are not taking the values available in the series. All the values are not considered here. So the value may not be reliable. That is the point. Subject to fluctuations from sample to sample. So we will not bother what are the items in between L and S. We are only interested in large item and smallest item. That's all. It is silent about the character of distribution. How the distribution is. That It will not explain. Within the two extreme observations means highest value and lowest value. Those two are called extreme observations or beginning and ending observations. And calculation not possible for open-end distributions. In continuous series, if the series is open-ended, we cannot calculate. That means less than, above, we cannot calculate. For example, less than 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, we cannot calculate. First of all, that should be converted to a normal frequency and then calculate it. Now we will see what are the uses of range. Uses of range being quality control. We can use it in quality control. That means how good or how bad the quality of the item produced is. And share price fluctuations also we can compare when it comes to stock exchange. So in stock exchanges, we will be using range value more frequently. And in weather forecasts also. If you remember, if you observe, the daily temperature is given highest and lowest. That is range. And it is most common aspects in daily life, like how much salary, what are total sales. We will compare these. How much salary, minimum and maximum. Like this. What are total salaries? Like this. Total sales, how many oranges you get to a plant. So here we will be talking about lowest value, highest value, or average. Only these three we will not be normally speaking. So when we talk of highest value and lowest value, we are talking about the range. Coming to the calculation of individual series, first to identify the largest and the smallest term, that is largest value and smallest value, and then apply the formula. The formula we have seen largest value minus smallest value, L minus S for range. For coefficient of range, L minus S by L plus S. So in individual series, range is L minus S. For all the series, the formula is same. How we apply is very important. In individual series, we have only one column. So find out the largest value and the smallest value and then calculate the range and coefficient of range. For example, in the following example, we have wages of 10 workers in a factory. So first we will find out the range of variation. Range of variation means the difference between highest value and smallest value. And also we will calculate coefficient of range. Computing means calculating. Here you arrange this series in ascending order, that is smallest value first, highest value last. So the smallest value being 100 and highest value is 300. So here if you observe very carefully, up to 205, the values are almost uniform with a uniform difference or some little bit more or less up to 240. Suddenly it has risen to 300. So we are interested in smallest value and highest value only. Smallest being 100 and highest being 300. That means range is equal to 300 minus 100, 200, right? And coefficient of range is 300 minus 100 by 300 plus 100. That is 200 by 400. That is 1 by 2. That is 0.5. The range is 200 and coefficient of range is 0.5. In the solution, we will see range is equal to L minus S, that is L is equal to 300 and S is equal to 100, where range is equal to 300 minus 100 is equal to 200. And coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S, that is 300 minus 100, 300 plus 100, 200 by 400, that is 0.5. We will see another example where we will calculate range and coefficient of range. Here the smallest number is 10 and the highest number is 90. So range is equal to 90 minus 10, that is 80. And coefficient of range is 90 minus 10 by 90 plus 10, that is 80 by 100, that is 4 by 5 is equal to 0.8. So LS is 80, largest item minus smallest item, 90 minus 10, 80. Coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S, that is 0.8. So this is about the calculation of range and coefficient of range for individual observations. Now we will see discrete series. In discrete series, first you identify the largest term and smallest. Here in discrete series and continuous series, we will be having frequencies, but we will not consider the frequencies. We will consider only X series. Frequencies are ignored here. The highest value in X series, lowest value in X series, we will take and calculate range and coefficient of range. The same formula is applied here also. We will see example. Now here, as I said, we will take only X series. We will not consider F. In this series, the smallest value is 5 and highest value is 40. That is L. So range is equal to L minus S, that is 40 minus 5. Coefficient of range is 40 plus 5, L plus S, that is 45. So finally 35 by 45 is the answer. See here, 35 minus 45 is coefficient of range. In other words, 0.778. So you please understand the formula. The coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S, same formula which we have used in individual series. And in discrete series and continuous series, we are not going to use the frequency column. We will be using only X series. Again, in discrete series, the formula is range is equal to L minus S. Coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. Same. What we have seen earlier in the slide before example. And this is the explanation. Now we will see calculation of range, coefficient of range for continuous series. So the continuous series, same formula is used, that is range is equal to L minus S. Coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. Here, as I said, we will not see any frequencies. We will see only X variable. First, you identify the lowest value and highest value and apply these formulas. So, in the range, the class intervals are given like this: 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and so on. Here, in all the numbers, 20 is the lowest, that is small, and 80 is the highest, that is L. Right? So here range is equal to L minus S, that is 80 minus 20, and coefficient of range is 80 minus 20 by 80 plus 20, that is 60 by 100. So like this we have to calculate. We will see. Going through the classes, the highest class is 80 and the lowest class is 20. So we have marked that 80 and 20. So L minus S is 80 minus 20 by 60 is equal to 60, and coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S, that is 0.6. Taking another example, marks obtained by students of a class. Find the range of variation. So for calculating the range, this is not required. Frequency is not required. Only X series is required. So X series is required, and the lowest value is a 0. So here the lowest value is 0 and highest value is 40. Oh, sorry. The highest value is 70. Highest value is 70. Right? So now we will see the calculation. Range is equal to L minus S, we know. And quotient of range is L minus S by L plus S. That is 70 minus 0 by 70 plus 0. Range of quotient of range. That is 1. Range is equal to 70. So this is the method of calculation of range and coefficient of range. We'll see another example. In this also 10, 20, 20, 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. 10 is smallest value and 60 is largest value. So as usual, we are not considering this frequency at all. We are not taking the frequency for calculation. So that is the biggest drawback for coefficient of range and range, because frequency plays an important role in understanding the series, discrete series and continuous series. And we have also seen calculation of averages basing on the frequencies. So they are more reliable than this range. Of course, in the coming measures of dispersion, we will be using frequency. Only in range, we will not use frequency. So, as usual, range is L minus S, that is 60 minus 10, that is 50. And coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. That is 60 minus 10, 60 plus 10, 50 by 70, that is 0.714. So this is the range and coefficient of range. We will see next measure of dispersion, that is mean deviation or average deviation. Here, arithmetic average of deviations of the item from an average. If you remember well, we have seen shortcut method of calculation of arithmetic mean by taking assumed mean. In the same way, first you calculate the average or arithmetic average of the given series, and then we will take deviations from the actual mean and this series. That means the procedure is first you calculate arithmetic average and then you calculate average deviation. So mean deviation is an absolute measure of dispersion. Mean deviation is calculated by using average mean or arithmetic mean, median or mode value. That's why it can be called as average deviation or median deviation or mode deviation, arithmetic mean deviation or median deviation or mode deviation, but simply called mean deviation or average deviation. So mean deviation is an absolute measure. And what is the relative measure, that is coefficient of mean deviation, that we have to see. In practice, mean is more frequently used. Coefficient of mean deviation is, this is done by dividing the mean deviation by the average, arithmetic mean, median or mode. So we will see what are the steps and the procedure of calculation, then we will understand better. Coming to the merits of mean deviation. Again, it is very simple to understand, just like our range. And it is easy to calculate also. If it is very simple to understand, then it is very easy to use, apply. So application is nothing but calculation. So basing on each and every item of the data, mean deviation is based. In range only, we will not take any other values, only smallest value and highest value we will take. And for discrete series and continuous series, we will not take frequencies. So these two are the demerits of range and coefficient of range. But in mean deviation, we will take each and every value, because after calculating the actual mean or median or mode, we will take the deviations, that is x minus arithmetic mean or x minus median or x minus mode. That is the deviation. Hence, it is less affected by the value of extreme items. Even if it is having extreme items, that is abnormal values compared to other values, it is not so much affected. The calculation is not so much affected. And comparison about formation of different distributions can be easily be made. We can compare mean deviation with quartile deviation like this. Or distributions also we can compare. Two deviations, two distributions, different problems we will compare. That is also being done. And demerits being, it is greatest drawback is that algebraic signs are ignored. When we are taking deviations, what we will do is we will ignore minus and plus. Every value is added, ignoring minus. That means we will not consider minus. Every number is added. Minus values, plus values, all are added. That is called modulus of that value. Modulus means, for example, this is modulus k, for example. K is a constant, k is some number. So the modulus is expressed as 2 bars in between constant or number. For example, suppose you have 2 like this, even if you have minus 2 like this, so minus is ignored, then this modulus symbol gives you the value of 2 is equal to 2. So that is the effect. So minus is ignored. Hence, it is not capable for further algebraic treatment. Because we are ignoring minus and plus, we will not calculate further. And rarely used in sociological studies. Sociological studies means psychology, economics, so other things, sociology, etc. It may not give very accurate results because minus is ignored. Minus values, negative values are taken as positive only. That is the effect. The meaning of this one. This one is negative values are taken as positive values. Steps for calculating mean deviation, individual series. We will calculate either mean, median, or mode of the series. Take deviations from mean, median, or mode. Any one we will take and ignoring signs and denote these deviations by modulus d. That means minus d is also plus d here. That is the meaning. We will see in the example. Step C is total these deviations and denote them as sigma d. Sigma modulus d we have to spell. We will call them sigma modulus d and divide the total number of items by n. That is number of items. So mean deviation is equal to sigma d by sigma modulus d by n, where coefficient of mean deviation is mean deviation by mean, median, or mode. That means coefficient of mean deviation is this one divided by mean, median, or mode. Mean, median, or mode. Coefficient of deviation. Coefficient of mean deviation. Formula is coefficient of d, the sigma modulus d by n, and where d is equal to sum of the deviations from an average neglecting signs. Neglecting means ignoring signs, and number of items. N is number of items. Coefficient of mean deviation is mean deviation by mean, or mean deviation by median, or mean deviation by mode. So here one logic we have to understand is, if you are taking mean for calculating this one, then we will take mean here. For calculating deviations, if we are taking mean, we will take mean deviation. If you are calculating median for taking mean deviation, then we will use mean deviation like that. We will take one example. Calculate the mean deviation and its coefficient from arithmetic mean, median, in respect of marks obtained by 9 students given below. This is individual observations. Marks out of 25 is 7, 4, 10, 9, 15, 12, 7, 9, 7. So for calculating median, the item have to be arranged in the ascending order. That is smallest value to highest value. Median is equal to size of 10 plus 1 by 2. That is 9 plus 1 is 10 by 2 is 5. That is 80 by 9 or 8.9. Since mode is 7, as it repeats 3 times. Just by inspection, we are calculating mode. So we will calculate here. Marks, deviation from mean, deviation from median, deviation from mode. Mean deviation of mean is 8.9. Mean deviation of deviation mean is 8.9. Arithmetic mean x bar is 8.9. Median m is 9 and z mode is 7. So here we are ignoring the minus signs. So we have calculated mean sigma modulus d is mean is 21.1, deviation from median is 21, and deviation from mode is 23. This is the answer. Mean deviation from mean is sigma modulus d by n. Mean deviation from median is sigma modulus d by n. That's all. So this is the method of calculating the mean deviation in individual observations. How it is calculated in discrete series and continuous series, we will see in the next lesson about that. So coming to the summary of this lesson. So range is the difference between largest value and smallest value. And range is equal to L minus S, where coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. So range is the difference between largest item and smallest item, and coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. So we will by heart the formula sigma modulus d by n for calculating mean deviation for individual observations. Coefficient of mean deviation from mean is mean deviation by mean. Coefficient of mean deviation from median is mean deviation by median. Coefficient of mean deviation from mode is mean deviation by mode. Right? So coming to the assignment problems are provided here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 problems are given in this lesson. So please practice this assignment and understand how to calculate range for individual observations, range for discrete series, and range for continuous series also. So please remember the demerits of range and coefficient of range. Only the highest values are taken. Highest and lowest values are taken, and all the other values are ignored. Hence, range is not mostly used, but that is widely used in stock exchanges and where we compare values with range only. That is, in stock exchange we will use, and in some other areas also we will use. And coming to the discrete series and continuous series, We will ignore completely the frequency given. So frequency is not taken for calculating this range and coefficient of range. In the mean deviation, we will take the frequency and all the values of X series. And we will calculate the average deviation, or which is also called mean deviation. So we can calculate mean deviation by using arithmetic mean deviation by using median, mean deviation by using mode. All these three can be used. With this, we come to an end of this lesson. Thank you very much.